This episode is brought to you by Harry's Razors and also Movement Watches.
Two sponsors, we love them equally.
Yeah.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet, the Weekly Planet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Nick Mason.
I'm here.
You're looking pumped up, Mason, because you've just come out of Creed 2, presumably.
I've just come out of Creed 2 and Into the Spider-Verse.
You watched them simultaneously.
Simultaneously,
The
yeah.
cinemas do that now. It's the new 3D.
Yeah,
Two
it's
movies at
two
once.
movies at once. Two movies at once. It's $60,
Yep.
and you don't get any of it, and you have to watch them individually.
I like
but you
that.
don't know that the first time, so
Really?
they make that bank, you know?
Is that a good combo of films to watch together?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can only really go into depth on one of those this week, which will be Creed 2, but I'm looking forward to getting back to Into the Spider-Verse.
Me too.
Might talk about it a bit
Let's
later.
just say I'm very excited to talk about it.
Okay. Well, hold your horses, Mason, because, I mean, we will.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to hold them for that long.
Maybe a week?
Well,
2
we
weeks.
We could talk a little bit about it now. I'm
No,
saying.
that's not. Nah.
No?
Don't want to. No.
Not now. I mean, later in this episode.
Oh.
Give your horses a sugar cube to distract them until we get up to that
Okay, I'll
segment.
just do that. Easy, boy. Easy. Oh, my hand! I gave it to him the wrong way. The way they say don't feed a
With your
horse.
fist closed.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm fine. Everything's
How are
fine.
you supposed to feed? You're not supposed to put your fingers, like feed with your fingers, is that right?
No, I think you're supposed to like
You gotta
palm.
go with your flat hand.
Yeah, flat
hand.
palm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
Little tip there.
Little tip.
If you're currently feeding a horse while listening to this podcast, I mean, statistically
We've just saved
speaking,
you some fingers.
yeah, that's right. Or we're too late,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, actually, I went on a merry-go-round today, for real. There's one at the zoo.
Huh.
And on it, I'm like, wow, entertainment's changed, hasn't it? Some say for the infinite better.
You were saying that earlier because you've been watching. We could save this for later, but
Yeah.
you've been watching F is for Family,
Yeah.
which is set in the late 70s, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
And you were saying that you are glad we're in an era.
One of the aspects I enjoy about it is we don't live in the late 70s. Yeah. Okay, Mason, a little bit of news now related to Captain Marvel. This is a bit of a spoiler, though we have speculated this exact thing.
That is true, yeah.
That being said, I'll put in the time codes if you want to jump ahead. It relates to the reveals of certain characters' identities.
Yes.
So I'll put in the time code.
And this may not be surprising, but once again, merchandise has spoiled stuff for
Yes, it
people.
has, yeah.
This time it's the Funko Pops.
Yeah, merchandise and also Twitter and headlines. of
Oh, right,
articles
okay, sure. Uh-huh.
And all those.
And
kind
now
of
this
things. And now
podcast,
this
if you've decided to ignore the spoiler
Yes.
we just said,
Yep. So I really don't like that in titles when they're like, guess who so and so is playing? It's this exact person.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I
Or it'll be, this person isn't playing who you think, and well, I thought it was one of the two options.
Yes, that's
So
right.
now it's the second one.
the
So
other
thanks,
one.
you've still spoiled it for me. Thank
Exactly.
you, yes.
So what it is basically is that Jude Law won't be playing Captain Marvel.
The original Marvel,
Yeah.
the Kree Marvel,
He'll be playing Yonrog.
who is the original
Nemesis.
Marvel's nemesis, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I think we kind of nailed this down a while back. But he's also, I think he's in the trailer where he...
A broken clock is right twice a day. We
Correct.
nailed it, yes.
That's right.
It's absolutely nailed it.
It's nice to be right occasionally, isn't it?
Yep.
Feels good.
Yeah.
It's just enough for me to keep just saying wild things.
Yeah, that's true.
Wild things.
Oh, it was...
just the bad boys of podcasting.
yes,
you
we
know what I mean?
really are. There's no limit to the wild things we'll say.
But, oh, by the way, everybody, no one's brought this up, but this chair is so squeaky. And it comes through with the podcast a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so I apologize.
Get yourself a couch with a dog in it.
Well, yeah, I had one, but it's currently occupied.
There's one more seat left.
It's true. We can't sit next to each other.
No,
No, we used to
it's
do
weird.
that.
Did we?
With the one microphone, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah, when we were 1950s doo-wop singers, we shared that one weird radio microphone. I remember.
That was fun, wasn't
It's
it?
for the harmonies.
It certainly
mostly,
was.
yeah.
So I guess Jude Law's the villain, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably a one of. Because that whole
Yeah.
team, I've done trailer breakdowns on this, and there's going to be a trailer soon, which I'll talk about in a bit. But that whole team that she works for,
They're all villains.
all villains.
They all look like
they're all-
villains, certainly, yeah.
One of them is a villain from a separate movie,
Yep.
from Guardians.
One of them strangling a cat in a trailer.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Speaking of that cat's not named, isn't named Chewie.
Yeah,
They've
it's got
renamed it
another...
Goose.
There we go.
It's a Top
Because
Gun
that's more a Top Gun
reference,
reference
I
as
assume.
opposed to a Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
Although Star Wars is real in this, well, it's not real. Star Wars exists in the Marvel universe.
Star Wars is real, Mason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a revelation.
Yeah, I know. But we could say wild things on this show,
That's
can't we?
very true, yeah.
Mm.
May the Force be with you
Oh, thanks, Mason.
and also with you. So yeah, but I mean that's not to say that because in the comic books Yon-Rogg is also it's a stupid name. Yon-Rogg is the villain,
Yeah.
but who's to say maybe he switches sides in this?
Yep.
Maybe he's like, I've had a change of heart and you thought you were stuck in this situation, but I'm going to get you out.
Maybe
of
he's
this.
part Captain Marvel, part Yon-Rogg.
Yon-Rogg, yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
Like they mix character traits.
That's true.
You know,
Mhm.
I mean, look at M'Baku. He's a villain.
That's true, yeah.
generally, and I mean, he's not a villain yet but I don't think they will make him a villain because he's so charming.
I agree. Yeah,
They shouldn't make him a villain. They should leave him.
and there's no arc. Like I don't think there's any room to make him a villain because they've laid no groundwork.
Yeah,
for
I
that,
think
really.
he's settled into his role in in Wakanda. You know,
Yeah.
he's kind of happy with the way things
Which
are going.
I appreciate in a lot of. I think it's very much a case of if the movie is good, I don't mind if they
No.
deviate from the source material because then I can enjoy the movie and I can also get a little surprise when it wasn't what I was expecting.
Like changing a cat's name.
Like changing. Well, I'm sorry. What? Guys, we're boycotting this movie.
We certainly are. The other-
Goose.
Goose.
It's a cat.
The other thing is, I think Carol Danvers' space name is Vers or something like
Yes,
that.
right. Uh-huh.
Presumably because she can't remember her full name or
Right,
something.
right.
Or maybe they just shorten it to Vers.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, because there is that
Do you think they
disconnect.
name her solo style?
It might be.
They're like, she's lost her memory and she's singing in a space karaoke bar. And they're like, we didn't like the chorus, but we really love that verse. And she's like, verse?
Do you want a bit of a bloody startling revelation about that Solo name?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't read this comic, but there is a Solo comic running at the moment.
Uh-huh.
It's a prequel, I think. Or it's set at his time in the academy, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not reading
So
it.
this is set between the start of Solo but
Yes.
and before the end of
There
Solo.
was actually, there's a deleted scene which you could watch. It's kind of fun where you see him in the academy and he crashes a TIE fighter and they kick him out. It's
Right,
kind of
okay,
fun.
yeah, right.
But the name Solo is given to anybody who's just some garbage off the street so that the people in the academy know who.
To pick on.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's like the Snow name, I guess, in Game of Thrones, your favorite series.
So does that mean there's a whole bunch of Solos?
There must
Do
be.
we meet a whole bunch of Solos in that series?
I don't know.
Well, we'll never know.
There's only one other Solo, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
in the new continuity. It's someone was pretending to be his wife. They got married. It's a whole thing. Or
Oh,
they didn't get
right.
married. It was a scam. It was,
Okay.
you know.
Again, I feel I said something about fake wife way back in the day.
Yeah, for that 1 month before they revealed that it was a fake wife.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
You're on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, people are quick to, explode on these things when you just need to wait a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's other things related to the Marvel stuff, Mason. There's a few more things. I've heard that then it's probably be revealed by now that there is an Avengers trailer this week, the new one.
Weren't we promised one last week?
No, not promised, Mason.
Oh,
People-
the internet
the
speculated
internet-
and then exploded. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, right. Sure.
But I've heard it's this week.
Okay.
Some people have said Monday Night Football, which would be a good time to release it.
That's true, yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm sure by the time this goes out, people will probably already know anyway. And the other thing is, I've heard there's also going to be a Captain Marvel trailer this week.
Ooh.
But then I heard there was
Two huge blockbuster trailers in the 1 week.
and there's
Yes.
the Game Awards this week. And there's a new
The Monday Night Football for nerds.
correct.
Mhm, yep.
There's which is I think Thursday, and apparently there's going to be the trailer for the new Avengers game. is going to
Oh,
be
the one
shown
where
there as
the
well.
one we've all been waiting for, which might be good.
Yes.
The Marvel Avengers tie-in game
Yeah.
that could be good.
I think it's the dudes who did Tomb Raider, as far as I know.
Okay.
So we don't really know what that is at the moment. So I don't think this is any kind of startling revelation.
Yeah.
Because all these trailers need to be released, and also Disney have Mary Poppins and and Sony have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse coming out. So this is the time to release these
For
trailers.
sure,
anyway,
yeah,
so-
absolutely. So some people have speculated, or not speculated so much, but people have often tweeted us or will post in the Planet Broadcasting group.
Broadcasting.
Broadcast, yeah, because they're
Bit of a
bored.
bloody Freudian slip there, mate.
Oh, come on, mate, nah. And they will ask, do you think Marvel at this point could release Avengers 4 without a trailer? Do you think they could?
Probably.
Do you think it'd do big numbers?
I think it would do bigger if they did do that, but they definitely could. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
People have also said, could they release the trailer with like no fanfare and just release it? And I'm like, well, I hope so.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I like knowing when it's coming out so I could get prepared for it and can clear my schedule.
Yeah,
my
right.
schedule. But basically get rid
Board
of my
schedule.
Yeah, get rid of my family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But so that's the
Daddy's got to work. Click.
But so that's happening. All that's happening over the next month because we're in now the summer of December. The summer of December. I was gonna say December, and also was gonna say the summer, and it's also not the summer to a lot of people listening to this. It's winter.
It's the summer to everyone who counts.
That's right. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Got some more news, Mason.
I'm ready.
Captain America might not be finished just yet.
I saw that. Didn't one of the Russo brothers said something specific?
Have an exact
but also
quote.
very vague.
Yes. Oh, my computer just told me a new version of Java is updated. That thing, I don't know what it does, but it updates by itself.
Well, that's a blast from the past. Hey, your version of Real Player is outdated. You know, that piece of software that never worked once, even though it was on your computer for 10 years, but it never actually ran any video or audio? Yeah, cool, I'll update that.
Joe Russo said, I think it's more emotional for him than us. Well, that's okay.
Wait, what does that mean for Chris Evans?
Yeah, only because, he's not done yet. And I won't explain what that means, but the audience will soon understand what I'm talking about. So there's going to be some Captain America shenanigans.
Yeah,
no
for
doubt,
sure. I mean, what does that mean? Does that mean...
that could be new Captain America who he's training.
Yep.
They could have filmed a bunch of flashback stuff.
That's true. But I feel like his story's not done yet implies that he won't be... That's not... He's not just filming flashbacks because then the story is over.
Yeah.
What else could be? I would like to see him maybe like thrown back into the 40s.
Okay.
Like maybe like, so he can have that the reunion with Peggy or something like that. So, Captain America of that era gets frozen. But while he's been, but then Captain America 2018 gets thrown back to the past, and then he can, and he can like live out all the years that he missed, maybe,
and ruin Peggy's life.
Yeah, ruin her life
because she's married a different dude and had kids and stuff.
Yeah, ruin her life.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Did she have kids? I don't know. We don't know that
I don't
yet,
think she did. No.
Yeah. Great.
She had a niece.
Yes. Also, we don't know. We're pretty. I think people think that she married the dude from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter.
Yeah, right.
But we don't know what happened after that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe he died and they lived together and she just never told anybody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Works for me.
Yeah.
Maybe also he could...
I want to see a 1950s sitcom, I Love Lucy style.
Yep. It's I Love Lucy style. Here it is. It's I Love Lucy style. Peggy Carter married the dude from Agent Carter, but also...
Captain America lives in the roof.
Captain America lives in the roof, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a real farce. It's she's constantly bouncing between dinners,
What, they both don't know about each other?
Yes. I was gonna go with only the other dude doesn't know, but they both don't know.
Yeah, she'll tell Captain America he can't come out of the roof because of time dilation.
Time dilation, exactly. You don't want to ruin the space-time continuum.
Yeah, is that what you want, Captain America? Yeah. I want to see evil Hydra Cap.
That could, could work too. We could also give him like he goes off
a Hitler moustache.
You give him a Hitler moustache. That would work for any of those situations.
It could work for any person. Even the biggest superstar on Earth could bring that back, like say Michael Jordan.
No, that wouldn't work. No.
Do you remember when he did that?
Yes. How about
what
this?
What a bold thing to do.
I know. Madness.
I mean, if he can't though, it can't be done, right?
What about Michael B. Jordan? Maybe he could try Hitler mustache.
I don't think it can be done.
No.
I think maybe you give it another generation. I think we'll see
that
it
is
come
the
back.
absolute. That is the absolute
the height
apex.
Of hubris.
Yeah, hubris. Exactly. Just to be like, I'm such a big star. I can do. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, how about this as an alternate? Maybe at the end of Avengers 4, he does die, but he's given the gauntlet or something like that, and he goes off into the cosmos with it.
So he doesn't die.
Well, he dies. He transcends.
Okay, right.
Yeah, something
he does
like that.
an Optimus Prime.
Yes.
He flies into space.
Exactly, yeah.
So this whole time he's been able to fly.
Exactly. Yeah,
like Optimus Prime.
Yeah. He just sits, he stands on his shield and the light comes out of the star and he flies up into space.
He does a speech about protecting Earth.
Yep, exactly.
And then he leaves.
My home planet needs me. I have to go.
Great.
Yeah. Well, because I was going to say like the Watcher, like maybe he could become the new Watcher, but we don't have a Watcher.
There is no. Oh,
Well, there is.
but it's
we
not.
see
I
them.
don't. We don't know if any of them are the Watcher.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
We see him in Guardians too, but we don't know that. Yeah.
No, we don't. Cowboy Bebop is getting a live-action adaptation for Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Netflix are doing a fair bit of this stuff.
Yeah.
They just got a whole lot of anime properties this week.
They are also doing. They are also. Apparently, for the first time on streaming anywhere, they've got Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yes.
So, which they're redubbing apparently.
Right,
That's
really?
what I've heard. Yeah.
Redubbing same voice actors?
No, different
or-
voice actors. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Do
the
people
that's
like
the twist.
that or not like that?
I'm sure people will hate that. Look, I'm sure. Look, there. From what I can imagine, there's multiple tiers of people hating this.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be people obviously hating that a new generation of people who have not seen this are going to get to see it, and their elitism will be ruined.
Can you imagine?
There'll be people who only like the subtitled version and hate the original
Subs
dub
v dubs,
version.
baby.
And there's going to be people who hate the original dub and who love the original dub and are going to hate this version.
Yes.
So,
Where do you fall into any of those?
I've never been a fan. Well, I got into anime when it was that kind of that first wave,
Yeah.
where the dubbing was always bad.
Yes.
It was always just some people in a room, always separate, who are not. I can only assume who are not really informed of what
it is they're
what
doing.
what it is they were doing, and just given a list of their characters' lines and just read them flat.
Yeah.
and that never worked.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for a better redub.
Better redub.
I can't really remember how good or bad the Evangelion dub was, though. So.
I'm sure people have opinions on it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yes.
I think traditionalists wouldn't care anyway because they like the original
Yeah,
dub.
that's
Or
probably true. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I recently watched because over
Or
here.
not dub, just the original. You know
Yeah,
what I mean.
the sub. Yeah, I recently watched because it appeared on one of our streaming services. The first episode of Robotech.
Oh yeah.
Which is a series I loved as a kid.
And?
Oh boy, it does not hold up.
Yeah, holds up. Why? What do you mean?
Oh, it was just so bad.
The animation?
No, so bad.
The really?
So bad.
I bet people have opinions on.
I bet
your
they
opinion
do.
of
Yeah,
that.
I absolutely bet they do. But man, I wish I had, because I remember there's a scene. There's the Zentradi, who are the villain, the alien villains, come down to the city, and you see the heroes come in on their Robotech fighter planes that can turn into robots. And I remember just being so fluid and amazing, and it blew me away. And I watched this first episode. I'm like, oh no, I've made a mistake. I can't go back to those memories anymore.
When did it start? Was it 80s? or
80s
90s?
would have been the 80s, yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, that times are changing, Mason.
Times are changing, yeah.
If you want things changing into other things,
Yeah.
now you've got the Transformers movies.
Yes.
So your dreams have come true.
Thank you.
But off
You're welcome.
the back of this Netflix news, because Netflix are clearly building a new slate of stuff.
Yeah.
Because the Marvel stuff is going away, and even more Marvel stuff went away this week with the cancellation of Daredevil.
Yeah, mhm.
No season 4. Even though last week or week before we said the showrunner pitched it to Netflix.
That's true, yeah. Mhm.
Apparently it wasn't rating super well, but despite
Yeah,
that,
there was a drop off apparently, yeah.
they clearly haven't been pushing any of these though. As we've been
No, because
talking
I
about.
guess they have known.
Just cancel them all.
Yeah.
Why are they doing
Why are they
this?
drip feeding it? Yeah. Do they fear that we will all cancel our Netflix subscriptions if?
It's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Mhm.
But it's strange that, like, obviously the ones you're not gonna just keep Jessica Jones and The Punisher,
Right.
Obviously, like that
And
would
just
be
never
the
mention
strange ones
yeah.
to keep.
It'd be so weird if they're like, boy, I wish I could call him some backup here. But there's no
They
other
were cancelled.
Those
shows
but
were
their
cancelled.
series were cancelled, so they no longer exist in my universe.
Uh,
oh well.
Here's an official statement. I'll read some or all of it.
Terrific.
We'll see how this goes. Marvel's Daredevil will not return for a 4th season on Netflix. We are tremendously proud of the show, etc., season finale.
Is that verbatim?
Yep. Thankful to showrunner Eric Olson, writers, crew, etc., Charlie Cox. While the series on Netflix has ended, the 3 existing series will remain on the service for years to come, while the Daredevil character will live on in future projects for Marvel. So that's what's got people a talking, Mason.
It sure does.
Is Daredevil coming back in another series? Are they bringing this series to a Disney
Plus?
Probably not, I'd say.
No. Is he going to make a movie appearance at some point? That's kind of what
I'd
I'm
love
hoping
to see
for.
that, yeah.
I believe there was a rumor a while back that maybe he was going to appear in
Homecoming?
Far From Home,
whatever.
Spider-Man Far From Home, which doesn't seem that likely considering that it is set mostly in England.
Yes.
So maybe not, but maybe when he returns,
He'll be there.
To-
He'll be waiting. He'll pick Peter Parker up from the airport.
he's a taxi driver now.
He's a taxi driver now.
Wow.
Yeah. So he could probably drive a car, couldn't he?
Oh, he definitely could drive a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, yeah,
Or
that's...
could he? Windscreen, you know?
What do you mean windscreen?
Maybe he can't
No, because he can see. He knows what's in a building.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
He would know if
But
Captain
that's because he
America
calls
was
up
living
and
in
he's
the
like,
roof.
"Excuse me, what's in your building?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
photocopy, as you say.
There's a little bit of hope though because Jessica Jones is airing next year along with the second season of The Punisher. But that's because those series
They filmed them.
they're filmed or they're already working on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jessica Jones is already all filmed. I don't know where The Punisher's at, but
Yeah, right.
that's still happening. So I think we're going to get those, and then there's going to be the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
transition, and then other things will start happening.
Yep.
It's amazing how many people start to like these shows when they cancel them because I don't remember.
That's
them being-
true.
I mean, we've definitely soured on them a little bit, but there's
But that's the thing.
been
I think-
some bright
yeah.
points since the.
And I also think that, I certainly soured on Iron Fist and Luke Cage
Yeah.
seasons one of both of those, but I think going back, I was rewarded with the second season.
Yes.
And I think it's just a lot of people never went back.
Including me, mostly.
Yeah, I think
I
so,
still got to
yeah.
finish the new season of Daredevil, but now I'm just like, but why? To what end? You know?
Yeah, why? Yeah. It's just about the destination. It's not about the journey, is it?
That's right.
Yeah.
I really like pretty much all of the casting. So
Yeah.
if they want to bring these over into something else,
Yep.
do it.
Food truck across America.
Yes.
Nelson Murdoch, Page, food truck across America.
What about if they all lived in the roof of Avengers Tower? And Nick
Yes.
Fury had
Yep.
to run between the regular Avengers and the
Absolutely.
Defenders.
Yeah, that would be so good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else we got here? Star Wars news, Mason. It's only brief.
Ugh, all right.
You happy with that?
Oh, fine, yeah, I guess.
Nick Nolte has joined the Mandalorian,
Yeah, right.
presumably as some kind of space drunk.
Space drunk, space farmer, I'd take. Maybe a moisture farmer. Some
Yeah, he's
kind.
got the face for it, doesn't
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, craggy.
Craggy. You know what's interesting? I was watching this.
Maybe some sort of space Gary Busey impersonator.
Yes. Well, he was going to be Han Solo at one point.
That's right.
He auditioned. Patton Oswalt does a bit on it.
Yeah,
How he would have been an amazing Han Solo.
yeah, true.
But what's I going to say? Nick Nolte. I can't even remember. That doesn't matter, does it?
No.
He's going to be in it.
What happened there is you fell into the Nick Nolte wave of confusion because as soon as somebody says Nick Nolte, you do go, wait, is he Gary Busey? And then then everything.
I wasn't thinking that till you said it.
Yeah. Then you get caught in quantum entanglement
Yes.
and you don't know what's what.
This wasn't Nick Nolte related, but Joel Edgerton I saw was on the Star Wars show the other week. And it looked like he was at Lucasfilm headquarters. And
What's
they
the Star Wars show?
They do a Star Wars show every week on their YouTube channel, and they go, "This is what's coming up," and here's an interview with a guy who built R2D2 or whatever. And anyway, so
It's his parents. It's
yes,
Kenny Baker's parents.
His parents.
They built R2D2.
But so depending on when they filmed that, maybe he was coming in for some Obi-Wan stuff, or maybe he's going
Right.
to voice a character in an animation coming up.
Yeah,
like it could be,
right.
Like there's new series of the Clone Wars, so maybe he's going to be
Uncle
a
Owen
character
in that.
Or maybe they're talking to him about the new Obi-Wan movie. But,
Yeah.
Well, maybe this was filmed 5 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
we don't know because he's just like, you're watching the Star Wars show or whatever.
How about
so-
this? Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were killed by the stormtroopers years before the events of A New Hope.
But
It's a farcical situation, and Obi-Wan Kenobi has to keep coming in and repositioning them
and puppeteering them.
and puppeteering them.
No, you can't go to space, Luke.
But you gotta be a moisture farmer like me. I mean, sure, I don't do that much work around here. So why are you gonna be here? I'm old. I'm alive though. Don't even worry about it.
Must
I
have been
think what I'm hoping for is, I guess, some sort of all farce universe where it's all just weird dates and switching tuxedos out.
They were doing a weird fast universe. The dudes behind Robot Chicken
Yeah.
did an animated Star Wars show that was just all parody.
Yeah.
This is just before the Lucasfilm merger
I
selling
remember that,
to
yeah,
Disney. Yeah, but it looked terrible. There's a bit where Darth Vader's doing a rap and
Oh, okay, right.
yeah, it didn't look good.
Kiss
but,
of death.
But anything can be good. Mm-hmm. But it didn't look good.
All right then.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This isn't really movie news. I think this is a TV show, but I find it interesting. And we talk about TV shows.
You're allowed to
here.
find TV shows interesting.
Am I?
Yes.
Is that allowed, is it?
Mhm, yep.
Oh, wow. Blake J. Nelson's Console Wars book is becoming a limited series. Jordan Vogt Roberts, V-O-G-T. I don't know how to pronounce it. He did Kong Skull Island. He's
That's
going
right.
to direct, I think, the first episode, and it's produced by Seth Rogen and his writing partner, Evan Goldberg.
Now we go back again. So this is a book about the console wars.
So it's the Sega Nintendo Wars.
So it's
during
not
the 90s.
it's not a fictionalized anything. This is the
They're going to say it's a fictionalized war. I mean, not really. I mean, it's not even a war, is
not
it?
really a war, no. But this is I guess a the history of the console wars, the 16-bit, I guess, for the
It's
most
essentially like how Sega managed to crack the market and
Yeah,
then
right.
immediately fuck it up.
part. Sure, right.
Like get a really good foothold
Yeah, right.
and then ruin themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now all their characters appear in Mario games versing him in tennis or whatever.
that's true. Yeah.
Whatever
Okay, so
happens
this is a limited series based on that.
Yeah, I think
okay.
so.
TV series. Okay.
I think it's interesting. I probably because we kind of grew up with that stuff. And
Yeah.
you're a Nintendo.
I was a Nintendo kid. Yeah. Even though Genesis does what Nintendo don't, obviously.
What does that even mean, though?
Don't know.
More blood in Mortal Kombat or something?
Yeah,
The
blood as
first one,
opposed
at
to
least.
sweat, I guess. No,
Yeah.
but see, I think because the Genesis or the Mega Drive, which we got, was
It came out before the Super Nintendo.
it came out post NES, and the idea was like, well, we've beaten them, and nothing could ever possibly
Yes.
beat the Sega Genesis. Oh, you did it.
Yeah. No, they're pretty.
They're evenly matched.
They're pretty, and they both have their own exclusives, and they also
Yep.
have their own versions of certain games.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Mortal Kombat sweating to the oldies, obviously.
Correct.
Super Nintendo.
I liked Sega more at the time, but I think in hindsight, Nintendo had the better lineup.
Uh-huh.
I think in general.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Look,
I'm sure
people have
people have
opinions.
opinions on
People have opinions on that. Yes. Yeah.
but I'd go
How
back.
about this? A sitcom where a
People
guy
have
has
their
to
opinions?
guy has to pretend to be a Sega man and a Nintendo man to both his girlfriends, and he has to keep switching them out.
Wow.
Which is
But
really
where did
common.
he find two girls who like video games, Mason?
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Oh man,
Oh, can you imagine?
I can't even. So
No, they don't like the video games. They're just frustrated by his video game playing, but over different consoles, and he doesn't want to arouse their suspicion
that he likes
he-
different consoles or has different
that he
girlfriends.
has. I don't know. Look, I'm just a big ideas guy. All right.
You certainly are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know, I think that could be interesting. All right, there's rumors that Warner Brothers are developing a Blue Beetle movie.
Oh, yeah,
This is courtesy of
okay.
the Wrap. Yeah, good.
Again,
Ted Cord.
throwing darts at a whiteboard.
Also not confirmed by any stretch.
Yeah.
There's also rumors of a Zatanna movie also.
That's right, yeah.
So imagine Mandrake the Magician, but, in DC or whatever.
And also a lady. But I mean,
What?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't-
yeah.
I didn't notice.
Okay.
But I just think all magicians are just weird creeps to me.
That's very true.
That's not true. I like magicians a lot.
No,
But-
I know. Here's the thing. I know a number of magicians, and they will freely admit they're all weird creeps.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Who do you know that's a magician?
I know magicians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound like you were keeping a secret there.
Yeah. Well, that's number one rule to being friends with magicians.
I watched this a clip for this guy. He's got a new Netflix series coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying all the death-defying stunts that have killed magicians in the past.
Okay.
And I watched a clip of one of them, and it's a dude, and he's in a locked box. Like, he's
Yeah.
in a chest, and it's locked with a padlock and a chain, and there's a train coming towards it, and there's people watching there, and he's like, I can't get out. And just before, you can see his hands kind of coming out of the thing,
Uh-huh.
and he's trying to unlock it. And then a second later, it gets smashed by the train. And people are like, oh no, oh my God. And then the train pulls up, and he's just on the train. Everyone's
Yep.
like, yay. And I'm like, that's an edit.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
What do
Yeah,
you-
that's true.
what do
Yeah.
you- there's no...
Yeah. Unless he's... That's the thing, because...
That's not magic.
It's really not. It's... Yeah, again, knowing some magicians,
Yeah.
it's all...
I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm not...
almost
Because
all-
I can edit.
Yeah, almost all TV magic is just... It's just edit.
I know Mind Freak used to do a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure. Uh-huh.
Chris Angel's
And then
Mind
it's
Freak.
just a very pliant crowd who are like,
Yeah, okay.
here's some free stuff. Now cheer at everything.
Yeah.
Act amazed.
I feel like you'd have to do that under very closed conditions.
Yeah.
Because now if you just did it on the street, someone would just film it on their cell phone. And
Yeah,
they're
right.
like, yeah, no, he was... So here's the 4 minutes where he got out. And then
Yeah, that's right.
And then they pulled the train up and he got
Yeah,
onto it.
uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm sure it's a great show. I just think at least have a big enough gap where it looks like there could have been a tunnel that you got out of.
Sure, right.
Or something. But it's just an edit. Anyway.
What if the front of the train collapses inwards and then he gets in through there? What about that? There's
No,
a hidden
you
door
see
in
the
the
box
train.
shatter. Like, it's
Okay,
not,
right,
it's not
uh-huh.
possible.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Look, I'm not impressed because I know how to edit.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
if I couldn't edit, I'd be really
Wow,
impressed.
okay.
Even with my limited editing.
Okay, so you've been hit by a
editing
train.
knowledge.
That don't impress me much.
That's right. Okay, I've I've got some umbrage with that song. I was
Yes.
playing it at the gym the other day.
Okay.
A lot of the things that don't impress her much
Are very
very
impressive.
impressive.
Yeah, but and they also go in order of most impressive to least
Because
impressive.
the last one is you've got a car.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt.
Impressive.
A-list world famous actor
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, rocket scientist,
Yeah.
guy who owns a car. All right,
Also, if you've saved up for your own car, that's pretty good too.
pretty good. You know,
That's hard.
People are doing it tough out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't all be multi-platinum country and western singers, Shania Twain.
That's it. That don't impress me much, actually. That
That's
does,
right.
actually. It's
Yeah,
really...
it's very impressive. Probably worked very hard at it. Writes a lot of songs. You know, music industry seems tough.
How do you think Brad Pitt felt about that at the time? Do you think he cared?
I think he'd be jazzed to just hear about it.
Do his
yeah.
own name.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't... Maybe if she had have seen his body of work up to the modern day, she would have been... She's like, well, I saw Inglourious Bastards and that was pretty good.
I think she would have said, okay, so you're Brad Pitt. Well, I guess you're often underrated. Your acting skills are underrated because of your good looks override that, and people just think you're just a pretty face. But actually, having seen some of your later work, that does impress me much.
That's right. And you did get really ripped for Fight Club.
You're so ripped, insanely ripped.
Okay. I think I said this by accident last week. That Blade Runner was...
You're a
getting-
murderer. You killed a man and you've buried the body. And if you can find the body, it's somewhere in Melbourne. We'll give you a prize pack.
That's right. You can take the fall.
Yep, that's
Blade Runner is getting an anime, which I think
Alright.
I said accidentally last week. It's called
Okay.
Black Lotus, and it's set in 2032.
it. Okay,
So there you
so
go.
that's 17 years.
13 after, because the first one's in 2019.
19, yeah,
Which
okay.
is next year.
Yeah, it is.
So there you
Can't
go.
wait. We're getting kind of close to that Blade Runner future.
How are we?
I think we're going to get some acid rain by 2019. Like some
So, Mason.
very intense acid
I mean,
rain.
I bet Ridley Scott is just crossing his fingers for it.
Yep, for
just
sure.
for
I
continuity's
told
sake.
you. I didn't I? I told you.
But where are the robots, Ridley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting old cars and pushing them off rooftops just to see what happens. Come on, this one's gonna do it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm fairly confident one of the shorts that came out pre 2049
It's like
was
2035 or something.
yeah, it was set close to that. So
Yeah.
okay,
The one with Jared Leto in it, and he's like, there's a replicant that kills itself.
yeah,
Is that the short you're talking about?
maybe
And there's also the
robot
Batista one.
there's the Robot Revolution one. I think maybe 2030.
Is there an animated one also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to watch
Nope.
those again. I like
Yeah,
them.
they're good. No,
You said you were going to buy that or did buy that?
I did buy that, but I haven't taken the plastic wrap off the Blu-ray yet.
Okay,
So.
but how's it looking?
Looks so good.
Did you get 4K or Blu-ray?
Got Blu-ray?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
How do I even play a 4K? Is there a special?
yeah, just,
play for that?
Yeah, you get a DVD player. Your PlayStation can probably do it.
You can do 4K.
I don't know.
All right then.
I don't.
Do you want me to take that gamble?
I have one because of Samsung.
Because you're getting a 4K disc taped around a rock through your front window. If it doesn't run on my PlayStation, let me tell you. I mean, sure, I could bring it back to the shop and probably get an exchange, but I will not.
you're-
I'm a resort to violence
Just to
immediately.
clarify,
Yes.
you're going to return your Blade Runner Blu-ray, which you could because you haven't opened it, for a 4K.
Yes. On your say
On
so.
my suggestion. Just so you know it's probably not going to work, so you can throw it through my window.
Correct. With a brick.
Taped to
Or a big rock. Yeah.
Great, good. Well, I do have a 4K player because a Samsung video, which isn't
Oh.
out yet. Hopefully, it's out soon. I'm waiting for Samsung legal to approve it. And if you want to win a TV, it's in the video. There's some
Cool,
other
man.
stuff. I mentioned it last week. I said it'd be out by now, but guess what? It's not.
Terrific.
Even though I finished it like 2 weeks ago. Okay. Last bit of news. There are going to be sequels, a sequel and a female spin-off for Into the Spider-Verse,
Cool, man.
which there should be.
Yep.
Because it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, agreed.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know. How much do
too.
you want to talk about that this episode?
Are we going to do an episode on it? Or-
Yes.
Then let's not talk about it at all.
Okay, cool.
Plus, it's not really out yet everywhere. So
No, but
Or
there's been a
anywhere.
lot of advanced screenings. So
That's true.
I'd say
Yeah,
a lot of people probably would.
I think they want us to talk about it
Yeah.
to build good word of mouth, but let's not.
But you should.
I'm just
see
kidding.
It.
It's good.
It's
You should
really
definitely
good.
see it. It's really, really solid.
Yeah.
It is one of the best superhero movies this year, if not the best.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100%. And it's got an amazing post-credit scene.
It really does. Yeah. Uh-huh. And a good voice cast. It's got it all.
It's got a really good voice cast. Also, do you know, because there's two different spider... You know what? I'm not going to get into this.
Okay, let's talk about
Let's
it
do it at a
afterwards.
different time.
Okay, let's do it. But just for anybody who hasn't seen it, just remember it's got two different like James said.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Decode that if you can.
Yes.
The winner gets a prize.
Mm-hmm.
A map to a dead body.
Nice.
that you
And
have to fall for.
a bloody set of gloves you have to put them on
Yes.
to dig up the price, obviously.
Mason, it's the Christmas season. It's here. It's on us.
But James, what am I gonna buy all my friends and family and loved ones as gifts for Christmas? More importantly, what can I buy for myself? Because I'm really more concerned about that. I love buying stuff for myself. Tell me about a thing I can buy for myself and enjoy.
I had a witty thing about you not having any friends or family, but you
Got it
kept
first,
going,
yeah.
and then it just kind of.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where to come in on
Rest
that.
assured, you would have burned me real good and I would have been sad for a time.
Great. But Mason, this ad is about movement watches because we love movement watches, but they don't only do watches. They do sunglasses. They do other accessories. They do bloody. Are they called
Bracelets?
bangles or bracelets? What do you call them? They're probably
I'd
bracelets.
say a
yeah?
bracelet, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
absolutely.
we say bangle anymore.
That's that not a thing?
It's problematic now.
Ever since the band split up?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
We can't do it
that is
anymore.
problematic.
Yes.
Look, I know I throw to you for this literally every time, but what's your favourite bloody movement watch this week, Mason, of the thousands you own?
We each received the same watch. Luckily, we're not wearing it both at the same time because that'd be very embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's not though so much for guys. I feel
For wearing the same watch?
Wearing the same watch, I think would be
Is
like.
it for anybody?
No, I don't think so. I think we'd be like watch buddies and we'd crack them together.
I think if you're wearing a giant clock, it would be embarrassing. Like
yeah,
in Flavor
if we're
Flav.
both Flavor Flaving it, yeah, I think. But we both received the revolver, which is a
Yes.
really nice. So we got a steel band one. It looks with a blue face. It looks sweet.
It does have a sweet blue face,
as.
like a little boy holding his breath.
Yeah, exactly, waiting for his Christmas gift. Why not give him a movement watch before he dies?
So basically, it's an entrepreneur story. This company Movement Watch, a couple of college kids sick of paying full price. We've talked about this many weeks, many times.
But we can relate to it because we're also a couple of college-age kids.
That's right.
Doing it on our own.
Do it on our own. Unlike them, though, we haven't sold 2 million watches across 160
No.
countries.
We haven't even given away 2 million free podcasts. People won't take them.
I think we've done more.
No, we've done more than that.
We've done
Yeah. I was saying it for humor.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think we do 1 million a month, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
I should look at the numbers.
Yeah.
I'll crunch them. I'll get back to you.
You could crunch them.
outside of this paid ad spot.
Okay, sure. No, take their time.
Movement watches start at just $95, which is cray considering the quality, Mason, because they're
great watches.
It's what you'd pay. It's $400 basically for the same type of watch.
I'm not setting foot in a department store. I'm going to leave my house for a watch. I'm going to buy a watch off the internet.
Exactly.
Not a dumbass.
You're not an animal.
I'm a dumbass, but not in that particular respect.
I get you. Yeah. Obviously, they're able to do this because, like all podcast advertisers, they cut out the middleman. I respect that. They have classic design, quality construction, style is minimalized. Also, you can get 50% off with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/weeklyplanet. See why Movement keeps growing. Check out their expanding collection. That's mvmt.com/weeklyplanet. Join the movement. Mason, you know that guys can be hard to shop for. This is an ad.
Oh, shopping for your dad? You ever try shopping for your dad?
I'll never shop for my dad,
Wow.
except for maybe now.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
they'll just get whatever they want. You're like, I'll buy my dad a lawnmower, and then you show up at his house, and he's already got a lawnmower.
He's got a better lawnmower.
He's got a better lawnmower. He's got a handkerchief on his head. Your dad puts a handkerchief on his head.
Not a real thing. Does your dad do that?
He's done it in the past.
Why doesn't he just wear a hat?
He wears a hat now.
You could get him a hat.
No, he's got heaps of hats already.
Okay, it doesn't
So-
sound like he's got that many hats if he's wearing a handkerchief. Mason,
Look, it's
that's all
not.
I'm saying.
I feel you've really latched onto the part that isn't important here. The point is that it's hard to shop for your dad.
Fair point. But Harry's, though, is the perfect gift. Mm-hmm. So basically, the idea is if you want to find the right holiday gift for a guy, it can be nearly impossible. As mentioned, they're wearing handkerchiefs. They don't know what they're doing.
That's right. They've got the Ferrari of lawnmowers
That's
out on
right.
their yard. They don't need your lawnmower.
He doesn't need another wallet or a handkerchief or anything
exactly.
like that.
But all dads need to shave.
That's right.
Some
they
dads
do.
need to shave their head, like
That's
my dad.
right, like your dad. That's
Yeah,
right. Harry's make long-lasting quality products at a super reasonable price, and they've got 4.5 out of 5-star rating on TrustPilot.com. The best razors in the sky, presumably.
Oh my goodness.
They're also German-engineered blades, so they're as low as $2 each, and it's a practical gift. Practical gift, Mason, like you said, that he'll actually use because you have to shave.
You have to shave. Exactly.
You have to shave.
You have to shave.
There is no option. Harry's actually have a
Unless
limited...
you want your dad to look like a real deadbeat.
Yeah, do you
we
want
talking
that?
about dads? No. No, I don't.
It can be for anyone,
That's
Mason.
true, yeah.
Dad or not. Harry's limited edition set, this is something that they're offering at the moment. for this bloody Merry Christmas season, Mason. As a special offer for fans of the show, we're partnered with Harry's to give you $5 off any shave set, including our limited edition holiday sets, when you go to harrys.com/weeklyplanet. Plus, you get free shipping.
Very
this
nice.
offer is for new and returning customers and is only available for the holidays.
You sometimes with some places you get penalised if you're an existing subscriber.
Which is rude.
It's rude, but they're like, no, just you already buy some razors, get another discount.
that's
Get a
right.
bloody another discount.
So you can get, with that, you get an ergonomic weighted handle with an option to engrave, which is pretty sweet.
Very good.
German,
Dad, as an example.
Dad. German engineered 5 blade cartridges that provide a close, comfortable shave, foaming gel for a rich lather, a travel cover to protect your blades, and a handsome holiday gift box. We've been given these before in previous years, and they're very fancy and very nice. Or if you want something for yourself also, you can just do that. You can redeem the trial offer to experience the quality of shave before committing. Get your holiday shopping done early. Free shipping ends on December 12th. That's coming up. So act now. Go to harrys.com/weeklyplanet to get $5 off a shave set while supplies last. That's harrys.com/weeklyplanet. Get some bloody razors if you want.
Get some razors up here.
Yeah. Well,
No, that's their slogan.
okay.
Yeah.
With the travel blade cover though.
Yummy, for sure. Yeah.
Good. Mason, we're a bit late on this, but Creed 2 hit cinemas.
Oh, we're not going to talk about the Artemis Fowl trailer?
Oh, we've got a letter about it. So
Okay, cool, let's do that. All right,
we can
cool.
come back to that later
All right.
if you want.
Okay, cool.
I know you're excited about it.
Well, I didn't know it was Kenneth Branagh until this moment.
So that's the... we'll talk about it.
All right, cool.
So Creed 2 has had the biggest opening in Rocky movie history. With 35 million in the US. It's had a pretty big second week drop-off, but there's a bit of stiff competition at the moment, Mason. The economy also, probably.
Economy will do it, won't it? Yeah. That economy.
So that's all good. And look, we both enjoyed Creed 1.
We both did enjoy Creed 1.
And we both enjoyed you telling us what the story was for
no!
Creed 2.
All right, hang on. So, all right. So in the last Creed movie...
I should have watched it. I feel.
Again, right.
Yeah.
Well, Creed lost the fight.
Yeah.
But he won the night. Right? He won the People's Choice Award.
People have... You know how we did that most dangerous Rocky villain video?
Yes.
People have a lot of opinions on that.
Do they?
Turns out people have a lot of opinions on everything.
Just generally.
Well, I think what it is, though, we've talked about this before, because everybody has one thing that's like their thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So you get all of that, and then you get all of the Marvel people and all of the DC. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mason, because I thoroughly enjoy you telling us what the story was.
Lost the fight, won the night. But since the end of that movie, in between then and now, he's had 24, I think,
bouts.
like major titles that he's won. He's won all of them.
He's got buffer.
Yeah, and at the start of this one, he takes the world heavyweight title
from a dude who beat him up.
Yeah, that's right.
In the first one.
Yeah. And
gets his car.
He does get his car. Yeah, that's true. And so he's riding high. But one day, things are going to come crashing down.
Yeah, real soon.
Mm-hmm. He's going to get punched in the face a lot.
I watched a boxing match on Friday, Mason.
Really?
It went for 90 seconds. But I won a glove. Did you see? I don't know if you saw it
Oh,
on
I saw that.
Instagram.
Yeah, right. Oh, I think I might have seen the big pay-per-view advertising for that.
Yes.
So that I just assumed it was MMA, or UFC or whatever.
It was a different thing.
It was a boxing match. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 90
And it went for 90 seconds.
Well, it was 90 seconds, and it was supposed to start at 9:30, but it started at 11:30, which was really good.
Incredible.
So
wow.
I loved that.
Yeah, okay.
But I won the glove, and
But you lost the love.
I did. Well, I'm not a fan of. I don't hate boxing, but I'm not. I don't care.
Okay,
at all.
sure, you're right.
But
was this a knockout?
yeah,
Wow, that's quick.
Or a knockdown.
Oh.
I don't know how a knockout works. Do you have to actually? I don't think you have to actually knock someone out entirely, do you?
No,
Just
you
gotta
have to.
knock
You have
them
to
down.
knock them down, and they have to. If
Stay
they
down.
can't stand up on their feet within 10 seconds,
or they look a bit like
sure, yeah.
rattled
Oh
there.
yeah.
Because you're not supposed to get hit in the head.
No.
People don't know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I bought one ticket for this raffle.
Okay.
And then I won this glove. That's a Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather glove. One glove, left-handed. And a lot of people wanted it, were coming up to me like, well, what will you give me for it or whatever? And I nearly just said to
They
somebody...
were like, what'll you give me for it? They're like, how much money will you give me to take this glove off your hands? And you're like, I've only got $50 in my wallet, but I'll give you that, I guess.
One guy said, I'll tell you what, mate. He goes, I'll challenge you to a game of heads and tails. I'll flip the coin 3 times. And if I win, I get the glove. And if you win, you can put on the glove and punch me in the face. And I said, well, I'm not left-handed, so
Yeah, right.
it wouldn't be a good punch. And he goes, I never lose.
Well, why would
I'm
you
like,
bet?
well, why would I do this then? But I also nearly said, here's the glove if you fuck off forever. Because I don't really want it.
Was it
It's just gonna
signed by
end up-
Conor
No!
McGregor?
It's
Oh,
probably
okay.
worth like $8.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Then I don't understand. Was it just left over at the pub?
There was 3 to choose from, and I didn't recognize any of the other boxes, so I just picked the ones of the people that I knew.
I just don't understand the premise of this glove. Like, where did it...
I don't know.
Neither of them used it in the fight, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess if they did use it, it wouldn't have had the faces of the people on it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so anyway, I had this boxing glove that we could give it away, I guess.
Yes. Here's the rules.
If you dispose of a body for me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We should... Okay, well, let's give this glove away
I'd love to
somehow.
know what it's actually worth.
Yeah. All right, okay. Maybe by the end of this, we'll figure out how to give away this glove.
I don't want to mail anything.
Oh, well, you're going to have to. What, are you going to keep it in your house?
No.
You're going to put one glove on your wall?
One time I went to an Essendon Football Club fundraiser,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a room full of Essendon fans and players, right?
I'm listening.
And I won a signed football.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have won it because I was the person in the room who least gave a shit about
Are you
Essendon.
King Raffle?
I guess I am. And it's just in the cupboard.
Are you-
But I only win things I don't like.
Are you the... Of all the other legitimate raffle winners died, and you're the last in line, King Ralph style, but you are King Raffle? Is that what's happening?
I might be King Raffle. So I've never won anything that I like.
Yeah, for sure.
But if anyone's won something that they don't like, that you think
Let's
I
swap.
would like, I'll trade
let's
it with
do a
you.
swap.
Or you can flip a coin and I'll punch you in the face for it.
That
or
would work
whatever.
too, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Creed 2. Tessa Thompson has better music in this.
I agree,
I feel
yes.
like she's improved in her music.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
she's got less deaf. But,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, hang on, sorry. I just got a message about my new video, which Matthew is editing
Ooh.
at the moment. It's on that Spider-Man TV show that we did. An
Oh,
episode
incredible,
for.
incredible
So
work.
that'll be up by now. People should check it
Oh,
out.
that's so good.
It ties into the Spider-Verse.
Kind of does.
Very loosely.
It ties into a lot of Spider-Man stuff very loosely, despite being part of the Spider-Man television series of the 1970s. What
That's it. Okay, so
are we talking about? Oh, yeah.
Tessa
Creed.
Thompson's better, isn't she?
Yeah.
At music. I'm glad they improved that.
Agreed, yeah.
Because when they said she's got a recording contract, I was
were
like,
like, why?
okay, I guess she would, because her music has gotten better.
Yeah.
But her hearing has declined. She's got the. Did she have the hearing aids in the first?
Can't
one?
remember.
I don't remember either. Creed's much.
My memory's in decline, unfortunately.
Yes. Creed's much angrier in this one.
He is, that's
just
true,
in
yeah.
general.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Not just because of the things that befall him in this, but he seems to still have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, right. Despite winning 24 major
Yeah.
title bouts and getting the heavyweight
But as they
championship.
say, when he does get the heavyweight championship, he fought that guy like 3 years too late. You know, boxers go out of their prime so quickly.
Yeah, right.
And then they get young, hungry opponents coming up. I'm an expert, Mason. I won a raffle.
You won that raffle, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh my god, you put the glove on and you were imbued with the power of like a real loudmouth at a pub who knows a lot about boxing. The one who was wearing it when he died, and you got all his skills. Amazing.
But then, you could get a trainer can watch 150 hours of a boxer and know exactly what they're going to do or get a fairly good idea. So,
Yeah, right.
it's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Mate. I'm imbued by it with the spirit.
Oh, that was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to finish this podcast in the car park, mate?
Yeah. So, but I don't know. It was a bit strange that he was so aggressive, but I guess you're never really satisfied, I guess.
I think maybe that was
Yeah.
part of his arc that he kept fighting even though he didn't know he doesn't know why he's fighting.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. He's achieved, I guess, because some people spend their whole life trying to get rich and then they get rich and then
Yeah.
they're like, I'm still not
rich.
happy, I don't know why, kind of thing. And I think maybe it's the same with
What
with
if I
this.
exploit people?
Exactly. That will bring me some joy.
Yeah.
But in this he's like, well, I've got the title, like my dad got the title, and I don't feel
He was only happy when he was punched to death.
exactly, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
Yeah, so but like as luck would have it, Ivan Drago is back along
Yes.
with his son Victor Drago, and Victor wants to challenge. Well, Ivan wants Victor to challenge Creed to the heavyweight title.
And Victor also wants that.
Does he? I don't
think
know what
so.
that guy wants.
He's terrifying.
Yeah, really. Well, he's a real boxer.
Do you think? Yes. Do you think he's scarier than the original Drago?
Yes, because he doesn't have a flat top.
It
Doesn't have a weird
does-
blonde flat
Yeah,
top.
it does kind of take the edge off, doesn't it? Despite the edge.
And this is a much grimier movie. Like it's less cartoony. It
Yeah.
feels. It's more heightened than the first Creed, I think.
Yes. It's but it doesn't verge on the. It probably touches on the silliness of the sillier movies in terms of this comic book. He's more comic book villain Rocky than we've seen probably since Drago. Because the last few Rocky fighters have been pretty realistic looking boxers.
That's true, yeah.
I think all of them. So Creed was a real boxer. Rocky Balboa, he fought a real boxer, and Tommy Gunn was a real boxer.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, but the original Drago was supposed to be more like rough, like Zangief-ish.
That's true, yeah.
And then when this guy
with the
came
guile
out-
flat top,
with the
yeah.
guy- that's right.
He had all the skills of all the Street Fighters before him.
But just Street Fighter 1 because there probably wasn't a Street Fighter 2 at that point.
Maybe.
You ever played Street Fighter 1?
Yeah.
I think I played it once.
No good.
No good. Did you ever play the 15 versions of Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, I played every version of Street Fighter 2.
On both Sega and
The
Nintendo?
original version of Street Fighter, apparently, and I've never played this, but apparently the attack buttons were rubber. So if you hit, so that your strength in the game was determined by how hard you hit those buttons.
That's a terrible
It was
idea.
like it was some sort of weird proto-analog system where it was like bang.
That's a really bad idea.
It sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's weird they never adopted that. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrific.
So
You ever
he-
play Street Fighter 2010?
No, that's that weird platform.
It's a platform. You are Ken. You who won in this version won the original
It's a
Street
Nintendo
Fighter.
game though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Nintendo
not
platformer.
yeah.
So you are Ken, who in this version won the original Street Fighter tournament, and then he becomes a scientist and he invents something, some protoplasm nanotechnology thing, and it gets stolen. And he's like, "Well, better become a cyborg and get it back through a series
Better
of
become a
platforms."
cyborg.
Yeah, that's not real dialogue in the game, but it could be. You
This is
know,
a man who can shoot a fireball. I don't think he needs to be a cyborg.
I agree.
I think you should be happy with your lot in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so should Adonis Creed, but he's not.
He's not.
And he's just like, well, I want to get in
I
there.
want to be a cyborg.
I want to be a cyborg, and I want to beat this Drago character.
Yeah.
Because of what he did to my dad that I never met.
Yes.
He's really angry, even though
He's so angry.
I kept a few times in this movie. I'm like, you were so mad about this guy killing your dad, but he
Yeah.
was never interested. Like he never interacted with you in any way.
And you didn't know till you were like 12.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm.
So I guess we won't talk about his arc specifically because that comes into spoilers.
Uh-huh.
What did you think though about the fights in this in general?
Very solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't that one shot boxing match kind of situation. Remember that in the first one?
Yeah, right.
The
uh-huh.
first match he has, professional match, it's one take, or it looks like one take.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, right.
But I think it's all great. I mean,
Yeah, for sure,
They
yeah.
look like
Uh-huh.
they're really hitting each other. Because
Yeah.
if you watch the original Rockies, there's a few swings and misses.
There's a lot of
in
air
those-
punches,
in
yeah, for
those
sure.
ones,
Uh-huh.
Which it's of the time. You know what I wish there was more of?
More Tessa Thompson music.
There was enough.
Yeah.
She got her moments.
Uh-huh.
Well, this. I mean, it's very Creed heavy, and it's a bit light on Rocky.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think Stallone got like a moment. You know, in the last one, he gets the moment where he does it. You know, he does a couple of good speeches, and he gets cancer and he recovers and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think he kind of took a bit of a back step to this.
But
in
that,
this
yeah,
one.
deliberately though. I
Yeah,
think.
deliberately,
Did
I
he
think,
write
yeah.
or have anything to do with this?
I thought he was direct. No, it's a different director. I can't remember his name, but I think he's
He
friends
definitely
with the
has a
last
name,
director.
though.
He has a name. I should look it up. But
But so Sylvester Stallone did not have anything to do with.
I'm sure he had a hand in the
Oh,
story.
yeah, for sure. Right.
Yeah, sorry, Stephen Capel Jr.
Righto.
Yeah, so there you go. So
Righto.
I think he's gonna, off the back of this, I think he's gonna do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like the way Ryan Coogler did Creed, and then he did Black Panther. I think
Yeah, right,
this guy's
right.
next movie is probably gonna be
Black Panther too.
yeah, sure, why not?
But I think that Rocky's arc, like he did get.
It's kind of done, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
guess?
thinking,
Yeah.
and I feel like some of this was leading towards Creed is he's the new champion, and
Yeah.
like even the way that they sort of segued the Rocky theme, like it's
Yes.
been given to Creed in a lot of ways.
I really like the use of that.
Me too,
It only
like they-
shows up once.
yeah, or once yeah,
I think one in particular. I only noticed one in particular.
Uh-huh,
Maybe
yeah,
there was
yeah.
more, but
and it kind of and I like that. I thought okay, it's there was that deliberate transfer of that over, like this winning theme, the theme that is to do with working hard and trying your best and becoming the champion.
yes,
Like it's not Rocky's anymore.
Yeah.
It's Creed's now. I thought
Yeah.
that was good.
it's when he does a poo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
There is a poo joke in this. at the start.
Yeah. There is too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what? I think what was missing from the Rocky arc then. I think Stallone's great as Rocky. He continues to be amazing in this role that he's probably not going to do again. I think he should have had a conversation with Mrs. Creed about the events of Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Because we find out in Creed that he hadn't seen her since the funeral.
That's true, yeah.
And they share screen time in this.
Yeah.
But I feel like there could have been a conversation where he could have been like, you know what, I didn't, I should have showed up more, I was, because he's still kind of, people still blame him for not throwing in the towel.
Yeah,
because he should have, because Creed got
murdered
punched to death. Yeah. So I think there was an opportunity there to do that, which I think would have been a nice closure.
Yeah, for sure.
To that. Yeah.
Maybe they're saving that for Creed 3.
Yeah. Maybe. If there is one.
Yeah.
Because Creed gets beaten to death.
Spoiler alert, he's dead
and Rocky
now.
steps up.
That's right.
Yeah. What else we got here? Okay, the Drago story is great. I would have loved more of that.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, I think that's meant to, because it's a sad
Eastern European story.
It's a sad Eastern European story, and it's two,
just a man eating cinder blocks for breakfast.
Yeah, it's a father and son who've spent the last couple of decades just wallowing in failure and being sad and
no flat tops.
No flat tops, and just kind of like biding their time just in case this miracle will happen for them.
Yeah.
And they'll somehow get to get on top again.
Stand in the sun of Mother Russia.
Exactly. And it's just kind of like, and it's you can sort of see the love between father and son, but you can't, and there's a lot of sadness in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they get a lot said without saying a lot.
Agreed. I think we'll talk about in
Victor especially says almost nothing in this movie. Yeah. Like Ivan Drago does in the original.
One,
yeah.
But bloody, he's a good actor.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's a shame that he didn't do more stuff between Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, right.
And now, where he's doing like Aquaman as well.
Yeah,
for a
right.
couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah, but I guess that's the nature of like
being handsome.
We've
should have done podcasting. You can get away with it.
You can get away. Yeah, that's right.
You can be as handsome as you want on a podcast.
Exactly, that's right. But I guess it's like nowadays people just fall out of favor, like character actors, and then they have a renaissance.
Yeah,
like which is good. Like I'm glad we're in that era. People are like, what happened to Dolph Lundgren? Let's bring him back for some stuff.
Agreed.
You know,
I enjoyed the reintroduction of the sinister Russian lady from Rocky 4.
Yeah,
whose
right.
role is fleshed out in this a little bit more. So I like that a lot, but that's kind of going to spoilers. What I really wanted is when he comes out to fight Drago, I really wanted living in America. I really wanted to. That's the song. Yeah. I mean, James Brown is dead, obviously. Son of James Brown.
Yeah, we know that from the song James Brown is Dead,
Yes.
Obviously.
By the son of James Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get bloody, get Bruno Mars to do it. He could probably do it. But I would have loved to have seen him come out because he's a bit of a showman like his dad.
Yeah.
Just come out in the outfit
in George
just
Washington.
Do it.
Yeah, right.
Because I think it would have shown like a lack of fear. And I mean, obviously they shouldn't have done that. But
no,
I think
that would have also worked better earlier in the film as opposed to like I think they could have thrown that in the first act.
Yeah,
but not at the end. I think
that maybe they would have done it at the end. I think it would have been funnier to do it at the end.
Okay,
funny. I mean, that's not what these movies are about, is it?
No, that's
Let's
true.
do a funny thing.
Yeah.
It looks and sounds and is a Rocky movie. There's no real surprises, but I really enjoyed it.
I think that is where it's not. I wouldn't say that's where the failure is, but I would say definitely going into this, I'm like, okay, well this event has happened, so obviously what's going to happen now is the characters are going to do this, and then there's going to be this sequence, and then we're going to have the big fight at the end. Like there's no, if you've seen one of these before, it's the same formula.
Yeah. But it didn't feel tiresome though.
No,
me.
that's true. Yeah,
it's almost like now I'm looking forward to this bit and what I love the
right.
montages. I thought the montages were good in this as well.
Yeah,
like the song choices
in
the montages. I can't admit, I'd love to see like an Eye of the Tiger-esque song return at some point.
Yeah,
but
right.
You can't replicate that.
Get Bruno Mars to do it.
Probably could do it.
Maroon 5, get Maroon 5 in there. Yeah.
Yeah, good on him. Anyway, we'll do some spoilers, but best movie ever.
Yeah, best movie ever as well, I think.
I think I liked it as much as the first one.
I agree,
I
yeah.
think I enjoyed the villains more in this one than the first
so
one.
the evil Russian lady, is
Yeah.
that not Ivan Drago's wife or ex-wife?
Are we in spoilers?
Yeah, aren't we?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
You're right, okay,
Yes.
yeah. And that's the one that abandoned the husband and the son.
And was real cool about it.
Seemed very cool about
Yeah.
it. It's kept that flat top.
Certainly did. Were you expecting him to lose that fight so badly so quickly? Did you know there was going to be 2 fights?
What do you mean the first?
Two Drago fights.
Well, as soon as the first Drago fight was announced, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
If we're talking about structural, obviously, if there's a fight this early on, it's not going to be like it's not going to be like Creed immediately defeats Drago, and then the rest of it is some sort of US versus Soviet car chase. It's not going to be some
Yeah,
sort
it's
of...
Die Hard 5.
It's not going to be Die Hard 5 after... they're not going to break with the formula and turn it
Yeah.
into an action movie. It's obviously going to be a horrendous defeat
God,
of
that
Creed.
beating was pretty
Yeah, agreed, yeah.
rough. Yeah. And I also like the way that he had to fight him again because it was a disqualification. So
Yes,
he was
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of backed into a corner. He either
Yeah.
steps down, which he couldn't do, or he
Yep.
gets better, or he dies.
One of those two things, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also, it did very well building the stakes, I think, especially because it really couldn't end with Creed dying.
No.
I felt like obviously it's just that would be trite and weird, and obviously deaths in boxing they're not unheard of, but they're very uncommon,
Especially nowadays.
So it'd be
yeah.
weird if Drago killed Creed in the ring. So I think given that it's just a boxing match where there's just going to be a winner and a loser, and the winner's going to go on to fame and the loser's going to retire or recover or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was great at building tension.
Yeah.
Given that it's just a fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's, Creed's got fame and he's got money, presumably, and he's got that car that he loves.
He was walking, up to that point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that he, given that it's just a fight, he really felt danger and tension and
Yes.
stakes. Whereas in the lesser hands, poorer actors and worse directing, you'd be like, who cares who wins? They're both
Yeah.
rich. Like, that's how I feel about UFC for the most part in real life. They're like, this is the greatest combat situation. It's the greatest battle ever. This time it's personal and real. And I'm like, both of them are getting $20 million for this.
exactly, yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares?
And it'll be over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly
Or 90
it.
seconds.
Or 90 seconds.
But somebody's going to get a glove.
Yeah, baby!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you like Tessa Thompson coming out doing her music?
Yes, I didn't think
For
I
the,
would.
yeah.
But again, they've improved the
They've
music.
improved the music, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's a good way to get your number one single on Front Street, I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would have been embarrassing if he lost, though.
Oh, so it'd be
This
it'd be
losing anthem.
The losing anthem, yeah. Uh-huh. But then it could be like an anthem for emo losers.
It could have been,
like
yeah.
you could be if your girlfriend's just left you and all
Yeah.
your friends hate you now. You just go in your room and you play the Tessa Thompson Creed lost his title fight song.
It's that England World Cup It's Coming Home song, which I'm
Yes.
sure nobody in England wants to hear anymore.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know what I did like about this? I liked the parenting stuff, Mason, because
You're a
as
parent,
dad and
obviously. Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Good,
Like,
good
you know, with when the daughter's born and she's deaf, as you know, my son's had some health problems.
Yep.
He's fine, by the
Uh-huh.
way, but just waiting for like test results and
Yep.
all those kinds of things. It's really nerve-wracking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
uh-huh.
really, and you wonder about...
I don't know what you mean, but continue.
But you do worry about the impact for the rest of their life, because even if it's a minor thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it's like asthma or whatever, you
yeah,
worry,
uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah, that they're
So-
going to get bashed for being a nerd.
That's right,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, that's
Way to not have full respiratory function, idiot. Kick.
So I really like that stuff, and obviously the Drago stuff with his son. But I love the inclusion at the end where Rocky went to see his son and grandson.
Yeah,
at
the Emilio Ventimiglia.
Yeah, that was a
Milo
great-
Ventimiglia.
we haven't seen since Rocky 5, 6.
We have seen him because he was in the Gilmore Girls
Revival,
reunion
he was,
episodes. He
you're
was
right.
in that, so yes.
That's true. And Heroes, if Heroes was after that,
I don't know.
which it may or may not have been. But no, I mean, it also kind of like, how does he lose contact with these people?
Yeah,
what's he
right.
doing?
He's just a dumb
Get
guy.
on the phone, yeah. But he's not dumb. Because
No,
he's
that's true, yeah.
I mean, he knows boxing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess because he's just I think it's maybe because he's just such an old school guy.
Mm.
Because he has to, when he goes to nearly call his son, he has to get out his little address book
Yeah.
out of his pocket and then dial on a landline.
He's got to think about it a lot.
He's got to think about it. Like, he can't just text somebody or get on FaceTime. He's not that kind of grandpa, you know?
That's true.
He's an old school grandpa.
Yeah, which is why I think there must come a point even for trainers where his methods are not good. You know, because I'm sure it's now all precision and weighing your meals and monitoring heart rates. But now it's just like, punch a hole in the desert with, with a hammer or
I had
whatever.
a lot of thoughts about the techniques of boxing as I was watching that. Like, there's a bit where he's got weights attached to his head and he's lifting them up.
That seems so bad for you.
Well, I'm like, well, if that builds muscles in your neck, doesn't that make it harder to turn your neck?
Like Batman.
Yeah, so how do you have to compensate for that with different exercises? Like it seems very complicated.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way to explain why I'm not the heavyweight champion of the world. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you not been doing your neck weights?
I haven't been doing my neck weights. Yeah.
But
I can barely lift my own head.
I liked the contrast between that and when he's first training.
Yeah.
He trained him so badly initially.
Yeah, right.
Like you wouldn't train that way for that. I don't know anything about boxing, man. I do now because I'm imbued with the powers of a dead drunk.
Yeah.
But just the way that he fought a guy that size with that reach.
Yeah,
like he's not a big guy. I mean, they say in this he's 6 foot, but I think he's like 5'9" or whatever in real life.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, that just seemed just a terrible way.
The Russians are enormous in this.
Yes, they really are.
Like Dolph Lundgren is taller than Rocky,
sun.
obviously, and that's true.
The great Russian sun.
Yeah,
that shines down on us.
But I because also I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like when boxers get into a grapple, is that because that happens a lot? But is that legal or what is?
Yeah, you're allowed to. Yeah.
What about like let's say you're boxing somebody and they turn. Can you hit them in the side of the head?
Yes.
Back of the head.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Where's
I don't think you would turn your back on somebody.
But what if somebody takes a swing at you and they go way over and then like you're behind them? Can you hit them in the back of the head?
Probably.
Wow.
I don't know.
You just can't hit them below the belt, right?
No, you can't.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, or hit them when they're down, obviously, as we saw in this.
Yeah.
But it's also the tying up thing is some boxers do. I'd imagine. I don't know anything about boxing because
You're not wearing the glove.
I'm not wearing the glove. But if someone's hammering on
This
you,
is your Infinity Gauntlet. You're aware.
Yeah, it is. If you bind someone up, they can't hit you.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah. And you can kind of catch your breath for a second. And
Okay, let's say somebody binds you up.
Yeah.
Can you crack them in the top of the head?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like if you got an arm free, can you just be like, bang?
I don't know.
Well, it's a mystery, isn't it?
It is a mystery.
Life's a mystery.
Somebody knows. who's
Yeah.
listening to
Life's
this.
a mystery, I imagine, for a lot of boxers who've been hit in the head a lot.
Yeah, it's really bad for you.
Yeah.
Like getting rattled like that.
I bet.
Yeah. A lot. I mean, obviously, they're looking into it with football, like NFL and a lot of Australian sports.
Because you get the most points for hitting somebody in the head.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I heard a thing, and I don't know whether this is true, so it's probably not true. But boxing would be safer without gloves because you wouldn't hit someone in the head so much.
Right, yeah.
Because you break your hand.
You'd aim for something
eventually.
else, yeah. You'd aim for the tum.
Aim for the tum. Mm-hmm. So...
Or the balls. That should be it. They should change the zone from like head to waist and just move it down a foot so it's neck to balls. You can't hit them below the knee.
I wonder if you could hit someone in the neck, like the throat. Probably not.
No, I think that's right out. Or no, maybe because it's like you couldn't. Like I'm sure, like
because you can't
knife hand
finger.
them. Yeah, you can't like hitting somebody in the throat with your bare fist would be brutal, but I guess in the neck with a boxing glove, not so bad.
It would still collapse your windpipe.
Yeah,
if
but
you
there'd
hit
be
'em
all.
right.
I imagine in boxing there'd be an awful lot of accidental taps.
Yeah.
So it must be allowed on some level.
Yeah.
We should have looked this up beforehand, but we refused.
We're going to get a lot of messages.
Yeah,
but
for
I
boxers.
welcome them for one.
Yeah,
You know
I
what,
agree.
What
We just want engagement.
watching the boxing on Friday, which I never do, Mason, which I coincidentally did.
Yes.
I have an idea to make boxing more interesting.
Is it my zoning? Is it my rezoning?
Your idea is better than my idea.
Okay, but continue. I'll
But
listen.
you know, at the start they come out normally in a robe.
Yes.
And it's normally buttoned or tied up, right?
Yes.
So you get in the ring and the trainers take their robes off, right? Or pull them over their head or whatever. I think the fight should start with the robes on, and you can't hit the other person until you get the robes off. But you can't call anybody else. You've got to get them yourself, and your hands have boxing gloves on.
Yeah,
but
right.
if you get yours off before the other person, and they've got it like stuck on their head,
You can punch them just right in the face, right?
Yeah.
You know how like
So it's a mad dash to get undressed.
You know how often like you see it in hockey fights a lot. Like somebody will pull the jersey over the guy's head and then just start
That's what
wailing
it will
on him.
be,
That's
yeah.
exactly it. So if somebody's halfway off their robe, you can wrap the robe around their face and just start hitting them. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's combine the two. In our new version of boxing, this is the Weekly Planet boxing rules. It's start with a Robon and rezoned neck to balls.
Neck to balls.
That's the acceptable hitting. But also, are we taking the gloves off? I can't remember.
Let's do one glove off. Because
Okay.
I only have one glove.
Yeah, right, okay.
So you can jab in the neck
Okay.
with the pointed finger.
Okay, terrific, nice.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
If anybody would like to attempt this and film it,
Please don't.
no, do it.
This is the basketball of...
Yeah.
No, but someone's got to get hurt. Like,
But make
legitimately.
sure
This is
both-
like when we said that for Iron Fist campaign.
Don't set
People-
yourself on
people
fire.
let their fists on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it should be. One fist should be on fire.
Yeah, okay, cool. Nice.
No, I want none of this. Do
All
not
right.
do any of it.
Okay.
I did like in this, I thought the fight result felt real, the end one.
I agree,
felt
yeah.
like that he'd worked hard enough to come back from it.
Yes.
He'd punched enough in the desert with criminals or whatever.
Yep, uh-huh.
And I liked when he kind of rallies on the mat at the end.
Yeah, for
And he
sure.
gets up.
And there's tactics. It's not
Yeah.
like, and I can't think of any. Look, I'm sure they're all pretty good, all the Rocky movies, but I'm sure there's a few where it's just like he's completely on the ropes and he's got no energy left.
Mm.
Oh wait, he's got heaps of energy now, and he's beat the guy for no reason. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty much 3 and 4, I think.
Yeah, I think so,
Or 4
yeah.
in particular.
Mhm.
But no, you know what? You know where these should go. I don't
Yeah.
look. This
I think also maybe it's because people are more savvy about boxing in general.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like people watching UFC and boxing and stuff on pay-per-view, and there's a lot of armchair experts out there. I think they would be digging themselves a big hole in the desert with a hammer if they would just have him rally at the end and win easily or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they have to bring in so many genuine experts and be like, how could a man possibly win
Yes.
in this situation? They might even, I imagine they would look at like past case studies
Yeah,
and
real-
add a little bit from each of them to it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And you get your fructose levels up. You
Get
know.
those fructose levels up.
You just go for it.
Yes.
Also, it felt really, the injuries felt real.
Yeah.
Like hitting the kidneys and broken ribs and
Yeah,
pissing
for sure.
blood and whatever. Yeah, no, I think there's a few ways you could do this. I don't think we need to see Creed for a while.
Yeah.
I think his arc is done, but then you wait 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Rocky's got a grandson. Creed has a daughter who could box also.
Mr. T's probably got a couple of
He
kids.
definitely has more
Yeah.
than a couple of kids. Or more immediately, you can do a Drago movie.
Yeah,
Because they kind of
right.
even leave this open to the Dragos are still out there
They're
running,
out there.
running
They're
those
stalking
grey
the
streets.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could. I mean, and maybe. Yeah, I don't know who the villain in that could be because it couldn't be.
It's Soviet Russia, I'd
is a-
imagine. It's
is.
the Russians fighting the Russians.
Maybe-
It's Facebook.
How about yeah? Well, I was going to say that it's now like we're in that era where the Russians can be the villains again, so that's fun. I mean, we might all die, but still,
It's so fun.
it's so much fun. Maybe Drago's ex-wife has another kid who's also a boxer, and now it's Drago versus Drago's ex-wife's kid.
That's great. And he's got a flat top.
Yeah, it runs in the family. That's where the genes went. He's got He's got the ultimate flat top because his parents both had it.
Has that woman been in anything since?
No
Because if
idea.
she hasn't, that's a great get.
Yeah, that happens sometimes though.
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's some.
I agree.
Yeah, I was trying to think in Tron. Bruce Boxleitner, who's in that. He was in stuff in between, but like it's always interesting to me when movies set 30 years apart, they can get any of the cast back.
Yes,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Bridget Nielsen. Oh, she's definitely been in
Yeah,
a
she's
bunch
been in tons of stuff. Yeah,
course she has.
I just didn't recognize her with the
flat
flat
top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, she's only 55.
Hmm.
What do we got here? So I just want to find out. So she's Danish, actually. She's in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
There we go.
But more recently, Mercenaries from 2014. Ronald the Barbarian. I don't know a lot of these, but no, she's been working.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
She's been around. There you go. Anything else?
No, that's it. I think
Yeah, it's good.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie.
You're gonna buy all the Creed films on 4K Blu-ray. You can get 4K. And remember, if you don't like them, they don't work. You know what to do.
Yeah, rock through the window.
A series of rocks.
You sure you don't want? You sure you want 8? Wait. You sure you want 8 Rocky-based movies through the
Yep.
window? Wow.
Yep.
All right.
I-
Or do you want me to throw the whole box set through, like collectively, or one at a time?
You can do them one at a time. You can break different windows if
That's
you
true.
wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So that's all good stuff. Anything else?
Nah.
All right. Well, you know what it's time for.
That's out for our new segment. What we reading?
What are we gonna read?
Oh.
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today?
What have we been reading?
Well, the two things I want to talk about, we've kind of talked about.
Okay.
One is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I watched, and I think we had a discussion about this earlier in the week, but I watched the ABC Fresh Blood pilot.
Maybe you should watch your bloody weight, mate. Gotcha.
Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. All right, mate. Oh, I'm getting out there. I'm doing my steps.
You look good.
Thank you.
You've been doing some walking and running?
Doing some walking and running.
I'm up to you. I know what you're doing.
That's right. I mean, I won't be doing any interval training or fasting or what have you.
What about neck weights?
I'll do some neck weights, obviously, yeah. Gotta bulk that neck up. But over in Australia,
Yes.
on the ABC, which our ABC, not
Yeah.
American ABC, every year they do a series called Fresh Blood, which is a whole bunch of comedians and writers do a series of pilots.
Is there 5 this year?
There's 4 this year,
Oh,
I
is it?
think.
Okay, yeah.
And a couple of friends of the show have done pilots this year.
Yes.
So Becky Lucas and Cameron James did a show called Be Your Own Boss,
Haven't seen it yet.
which is a series
Sounds
of
good, yeah.
vignettes about some odd characters, all of whom work in a shopping mall.
Okay.
It's very funny. And there's also one called Why You Like This, friend of the show. She's not been on the show, but Naomi Higgins, who
Yeah.
I was on an episode of Gamey Game with.
She does
It's
the
very
Batch
funny.
Bitch podcast.
She does
which
it
is very
at.
funny as well, yeah.
She has a show called an episode called Why You Like This, which was written by her, Mark from Auntie Donna, and Hum, who is Michael Hing's girlfriend, and a person in her own right.
And a person in
Yeah,
her
that's
own
correct.
right.
Yes, yeah.
And Matt Stewart from
Do Go On is
as
in that
well.
episode,
He
yeah.
shows up as
So
well.
I'd recommend watching those. If you're in Australia, they're on iView.
Yeah.
But if not, you can just go
they're on YouTube,
They're on
aren't
YouTube. You just look up ABC Fresh Blood, and they're all on
Right.
there. So yeah,
Check them out,
I
mate.
think it'll look good fun with those. I think
When do they decide who gets picked up?
I don't know if they do.
Oh, they just
I
don't.
don't know.
They just don't do it?
I'm not sure. I
Don't follow through?
think they want a real. I don't know because I can't remember who had pilots
ABC's
last
real
year.
good at cancelling stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But I guess if they get enough views,
They need some new stuff, ABC, though. I feel like they've been languishing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Pick up some of those pilots, ABC.
Yeah, ABC.
But they're good, even if it's just the one episode. I think they're fun. So
Great.
yes. What have you been
F is for
reading?
Family, I mentioned also.
That's right,
Which
yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like the weird, depressing world that it's set in for some
Yeah.
reason. It's also just very funny.
I watched a few episodes of Bob's Burgers recently, which I hadn't
Gotta watch
hadn't
that.
watched before. But
Is that
it's-
finished now? Is it done now? Or are they still
I
doing
don't know. There's a new season just came out.
Okay,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Do you recommend it?
I do recommend it, and
Did
I
you
think it's a series that it's much like The Simpsons insofar as
9 seasons?
Yeah,
This has really passed me by.
same. But it seems like a show where you can just watch any episode out of order individually. It doesn't really matter. Like they're all fairly continuity free. You can just watch it just for the gags.
Okay, well, a feature film of the animated television series is in the works and scheduled for 2020.
Cool, man.
So it's still definitely.
Oh, but the creator of SpongeBob passed away.
we
this
forgot to
year.
mention that. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. We should look that
Let's
up
look
because that would be
quickly,
disrespectful.
Because he also did like
Rocko's
Modern Life.
Rocko's Modern Life, which is a favourite of mine, yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Hillenburg.
Stephen Hillenburg, yeah.
So
56 or 57.
Yeah, he had fucking ice bucket.
He had
thing.
ALS,
Yeah,
Lou
so,
Gehrig's disease, yeah.
Yeah, it's just terrible. So that's way too young. And SpongeBob is really funny. Also,
yeah, and I loved Rocko's Modern Life as a kid. That was my
Yeah.
favourite of the Nickelodeon weird,
I wonder if
surreal
I
cartoons.
wonder if he had a hand in bringing it back. I'm not sure. Because
sure.
that did come back recently, didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. But no,
So
that's
I might watch some Rocko's Modern Life
Yeah.
in honour of the man. It won't do anything,
No.
but I will enjoy it.
Well,
And I think people should do that as
It's
well.
funny because SpongeBob has come, like it just started as, this offbeat kind of Nickelodeon show, but it grew into this massive franchise. Like there's been movies and it's
David Hasselhoff was in one.
they even got the Hoff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a bloody shame, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I guess we should depressingly
segue into letters. I was going to
alright.
say, but I think the good thing about that stuff is I think it's inspired a lot of stuff. I think there's a lot of weird animation out there.
I don't
that
think there's a Rick and Morty without a SpongeBob.
No, I
Like,
agree.
don't-
Yeah. So
yeah,
bloody good on him.
yeah.
Anyway, letters.
Letters.
The
classic one was letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters.
Turn it up, Mason,
they're
volume.
only a day away. Hang on, they're here right now. We're gonna do letters.
Is the first recommended video on that below it? Is it mine?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Which
Best
one?
Batman moments.
You better believe
Am
it.
I also in that?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's it's a good video.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an old one. It's from like 2014, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Look, I don't know.
You could click on it and it'll
I'm
give you
not
the
gonna-
date. We'll
Let's
listen to the whole thing
let's
together.
listen to it in full.
Let's
Here
not.
we go.
I got one of those weird YouTube survey ads.
Oh,
no,
what's
I mean
up?
it just says in the description when the time. I just wanna
Skip
know-
survey.
I just want to know what you.
iconic
I don't want to hear
That's
it.
me. That's
Mason.
my voice first. I'm the king. I'm the king of this. I'm the king of this video.
Well, you had the first voice in this podcast as well.
Yeah.
You're the first one up, Mason.
And then it's all
I
Mr.
should
Sunday
never have
movies.
allowed it.
I know, right? Top 5 brutal Batman murders.
I remember those
That
videos.
cancelled Batman v Superman animation.
Oh, yeah,
Very
sure
good.
did. It's
Good,
great, yeah.
stuff. Mhm.
These are all good things.
They are good things.
I got a letter here from Brandon
Hello, Brandon.
with Netflix cancellation of Daredevil and probably Jessica Jones and Punisher soon. Do you think Disney Plus streaming service will produce a Daredevil season 4 in order to seduce more people into subscribing? I don't think.
I don't know. I don't know how that transfer works. Like, I guess they get the rights back, but do they?
Well, because they can still play them. They're still Netflix's apparently
right.
forever.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Also, Netflix have said before that the shows are theirs to cancel. So what does that mean?
No.
We don't know the wheelings and dealings.
Well, that doesn't mean they can What if Disney films a season 4 and then Netflix is like, nah, sorry, it cancelled. Oh, but cancelled.
We've
Our right to
cancelled
cancel. We
it.
said it in the press. It's ours to cancel.
Yeah. So Netflix can, they can obviously keep the stuff that they've got for now. I don't know what the deal is on that, and they have syndication rights forever. But I don't think they need it. I think what's going to get people across is the new Loki series, the new bloody Scarlet Witch series, the Star Wars show, all the Disney movies that they make that they're going to put on there.
Right.
I don't think they really need it. What do you think?
I also think they don't need it, but it'd be nice.
You'd like a wrap up, a summary.
I'd like a wrap up or a season 2 of the
A
Defenders or
vignette.
something. Yeah.
They must have known that this was coming, seeing as they never announced Defenders season 2.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
so I feel like this is...
Again, because we never, the public never gets a look at ratings on Netflix, so we just never know.
And we'll never will. We might at some point.
Yes.
Have you got a letter, Mason? Oh, by the way, if you want to reach the show, #WeeklyPlanetPod on Twitter or weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com. Scoot on through, send one over.
If you could, this is from Justin
do you got?
Ashworth, and I've picked it because the subject line says near-death experience, and there's like 9 exclamation points.
Wow.
Yeah. Dear James and Mace, I love the show, thank you. Started listening to it around a year ago, but the other day I was driving while listening and hit a 12-point buck and almost ran into some trees. Anyways, fine except for bruises and a horrible shattered ego. Look
And
forward
the car. And the buck, I assume,
exactly, yeah.
Holy hell.
Exactly.
Those things are big. I've
12
heard.
points.
What does that mean?
Lotto, I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
Okay. What am I going to do?
Just stand around. I'm aware you were sitting, but yeah, okay, that's good.
Standing up.
He's really doing it. He's really doing it.
This is a good joke for a visual medium.
12-point buck. Here we go. Maybe it means the number of points on their head. I bet it does. I reckon it does mean the number of points on their head, yeah. Because that would indicate their age, I guess, and I don't know how...
It also might indicate the points.
Could
We've said a lot of things we don't know a lot about.
What does 12-point buck mean? Reference.com. Here we go.
Here we go!
Number of antler tines or protrusions on adult male deer.
Hey, good work.
There we go. That's kind of what I figured.
We both did good things then. I stood
Yeah, we
up
did.
and you did a thing about...
That's right.
Bucks.
Yeah. Did you have a letter about Artemis Fowl? Were you
Yes,
saying that
I
earlier?
do,
Because I
yeah.
just noticed I still have this Artemis Fowl tab open on my
Oh,
phone.
man. Well, keep that open, Mason.
I'm
Here we
ready.
go. Charlie Newman says, I really hope you guys talk about the Artemis Fowl trailer on Weekly Planet Pod. #Weekly Planet Pod. The books were a huge part of my childhood. I'm worried...
Wish granted.
I'm worried I heard that crap after like Eragon and the Lightning Thief movie, so I wouldn't worry too much about that because those are kind of old shows,
Yeah,
not
right.
old movies, and I think lessons have been learnt. Also, Kenneth Branagh is doing this.
Kenneth Branagh is
and
doing
he's
this.
a bloody superstar.
I
mate.
read on the website of the guy that wrote the Percy Jackson movies. There was he put up on his blog all the notes that he sent to the producers when they were making those movies.
to like
and
fix things.
fix things, all of which they ignored apparently.
Yeah, well, they would. Well, at least he got all that money.
I was gonna say
I
exactly.
assume so. I'd be dead.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I also haven't seen those, but how bad
no,
could they be?
No, I haven't either.
Yeah. But apparently he wanted, because they're all teens in those movies, apparently he wanted them to start like Harry Potter style, like
Yeah, it
9,
probably would've
10
been
tweens,
smart.
so they can grow up throughout
Yeah.
the course. But apparently, and I guess tweens alike. Anyway, Artemis Fowl, I don't know what was going on in it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the universe of Artemis Fowl, but it seems to be both magic and high technology, and he's some
Ooh.
sort of evil genius anti-hero type character.
Ooh.
There was a Radiohead song in the trailer.
Oh.
It was
Yeah, I
Down
liked
Dex,
some
I
of the
think.
visuals. It looked a bit Matrix,
Dex Dark
Center of
is
the
what it's
Earth,
called.
a bit City of Ember,
Yeah.
a bit Mortal Engines.
It did look a little
London's
bit
on
like that.
Wheels,
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think we've got a screening for either this week or next week. If you want to
do
go to that,
we?
yeah. So I think I'm also seeing Mary Poppins either this week or next week.
Bloody duh.
just don't-
Bit of
if you wanna
magic
go
in
to-
your world then.
Mason, you know there's never any magic in
Yeah.
my world.
Oh no. Anyway, looked kind of fun. I didn't know what was happening
Me
in
neither.
any of it.
I'm definitely not against that. But I think generally people are kind of like, I don't know what this is, but yeah.
Cool.
I don't
yeah,
think
no,
people
so-
are massively offended by it. I think they really need to push this though, because this could very well go like Nutcracker, Four Realms,
Right.
you know, that kind of stuff where it just disappears. What was that other one they did this year? Wrinkle in Time.
Oh, right,
Just
yeah.
like, what is this? And it just bombs.
Isn't
horribly.
that's based more on like a classic piece of literature, though? So,
But I know about as much about that as I do this.
that's
is what
true.
I'm
yeah,
saying, and I'm sure that probably
we're
rings
out.
true.
We're out of the loop for both of those things. So
They are not in our age brackets. Yeah. For different reasons.
that's so true.
Is that the show, Mason?
I think that is the show.
Then you better shut up.
Okay, bye everyone forever. No one's ever suggested that before, so I guess I'm silent forever now.
Do you want to do the ending?
Oh,
then?
all
Or
right.
do you want me
Then
to
I'll be silent
Do I have
forever.
to stand up during it?
Yeah, if you could stand up and salute. Oh my God, he's actually doing it again. This is incredible theatre of the mind. He's really saluting everyone. I better make the most of
I
it.
love podcasting.
It's true. Oh, he respects it. Let's see. Thanks everybody for listening and subscribing, telling people.
I'm sitting down again.
No, you could do that. It's tough standing up.
Boy, is it.
At our advanced age.
Yeah.
Reviewing the show, letting people know about it. Oh, we appreciate it all. But if you want to say hi to us, you can go to Weekly Planet Pod at Facebook and at Gmail and Twitter and Bandcamp. You can also go to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group and say hi in there.
Yeah, what do you got?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what are you doing in there?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Yeah, say hi.
Say
do
hi.
do some stuff.
Speaking of saying hi.
Start a thread.
You know the dude who does the how long should I cook my egg for?
Yeah, what's he up
I
to?
ran into him in the city.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Was he eating or cooking an egg?
He wasn't.
Wow.
And I think he was embarrassed that I caught him not doing that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was really nice. It was really cool. to see.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
we're watching you.
Yes.
On your video series and also in real life. You can also go to planetbroadcasting.com, sign up to the newsletter, which is by the great Rob Collings. He's at The Weekly Planet on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm at Wikipedia Brown on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram.
I'm on Mr. Sunday Movies on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Bandcamp.
Nice.
I don't think there's a Bandcamp.
If you'd like to support the show, we'll allow it financially.
Yeah.
You go to patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies if you want to chuck in a buck.
Chuck in a buck.
Anything you wouldn't miss. Anything
Yep.
if you fell out of your pocket you wouldn't miss, we'll take it.
We'll bloody
We'll
take
scratch
it.
it up off the ground.
We
We'll
don't
absolutely
mind.
do it.
We're not
we
above
don't mind
that.
at all. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
it. Also, you can go to the Amazon affiliate link in our episode description. Click on that. Go through to Amazon. Buy what you were going to buy anyway, which was the entire Rocky series in a box set.
And maybe a series of rocks and tape.
Rocks and tape for no reason. No reason at all. Don't even worry about it. You can buy whatever you want there. You can
Yeah.
buy loose rocks and tape. Maybe like a big bag of cement or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fresh set of gloves, that don't have blood on them. Whatever you want. Treat
Whatever
yourself.
you want.
Whatever you want. You can do that.
You can.
We've got some t-shirts on tpublic.com if you want to wear a Weekly Planet tee.
Yeah.
We'd catch you in the city maybe. Be nice if you were wearing a tee.
Yeah,
We'd
we-
love that. We'd
we
take a
don't-
photo.
Don't let us catch you not wearing one.
Yeah. Put it on the gram maybe.
Bloody oath.
Yes. Thank you to the Brute and the Basilisk and Rackham for all our musical themes that you heard
Yeah. Yes.
throughout the course of the show.
And that's everything.
That's the whole
isn't it?
show, I reckon. What are we doing next week?
I don't know. I think there's going to be some trailer stuff. So I
Okay,
think
cool.
that's probably what we're going to be doing.
All right.
Or something else. I don't know.
Nice.
We'll think of something.
We'll figure something out. We
Yeah.
always do. We almost always do.
We never haven't.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do.
That's right.
Oh, also, we're still selling that bloody... Oh, no, we haven't announced it yet. The Christmas thing.
Oh yeah, we're still selling
Still
it though.
selling it. We haven't done it
Yeah.
yet.
We might announce it during the week, so hold on. Check out our all the socials. We'll
Hold
put
on
it up
to
there.
your butts.
Hold on to your butts and check out the socials. That's what we always say.
Great. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Grab that gem, you
week.
guys. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates. I mean, if you want. It's up to you.